Hi, my name is Nancy Segal, and I am the owner and founder of Solutions for the Workplace. We are focused on federal careers and helping you as an applicant navigate the federal job process, which, as you have figured out if you've done any work in this regard, not a natural act. One of the first things you need to do if you are a federal job applicant is sign up for an account at usajobs.gov. This is critical. Why? Because every federal job, you'll need to use USA Jobs to apply for specific openings. So let's talk about a couple of things relative to USA Jobs that will help maximize your use of that tool. First thing to understand is that USA Jobs is not an applicant tracking system. Unlike the private sector, which uses ATS, applicant tracking software, to sort and review applications, USA Jobs is simply a repository for applications. Real human beings look at your resume. And that means it's even more important to maximize your understanding of how this works. First thing I would say is that you need to make sure as an applicant that your USA Jobs profile is up to date. You have the current email, you have your current contact information, and please remember that USA Jobs requires two-factor identification to sign in. So make sure you have adequate time to really work on your profile. The second thing I would say about your profile is that it is only required that you fill out the fields that have an asterisk associated with them. There is no reason to fill out the asterisk or the non-direct areas. You don't need to put on your USA Jobs profile where it is you actually want to work, because you're going to be applying for jobs in specific locations. Now, if you're a current Fed or a former Fed, you need to make sure that you upload your most recent Standard Form 50, your notification of personnel action, into the system. Make sure that that 50 is the right 50. It needs to have all of the blocks filled out. If in fact you are a former military member, you want to upload your DD-214 and, if appropriate, also your SF-50. Make sure that those documents are readable. If in fact you are applying for a position which requires education, which, by the way, 90% of federal jobs do not, but if in fact you are relying on your education to qualify for a job, you need to upload a copy of your transcript, and you need to make sure that your transcript shows the qualifying information. For example, if you're applying for an accountant role, a 510 occupational code, your transcript must show 24 hours in accounting and business. If you were a marketing major with no accounting, you're not going to qualify. So you need to make sure that your transcript shows the requisite information. There are other hiring paths as well. You could be someone who is eligible for an appointment as someone with a disability. You could be a military spouse. You could be a former Peace Corps or AmeriCorps volunteer. There are, in fact, lots of hiring paths and ways to get a federal job. Please, please, please make sure that your USA Jobs profile includes the requisite paperwork to back up your claim. Given the fact that 10,000 or more job postings are on USA Jobs on any one day, nobody wants to look at 10,000 of anything unless it's dollars. I would encourage you to use the search and filtering functions of USA Jobs to hone your search. You can search by keywords, location, salary, occupation, all kinds of things. So when you're using the search feature, use that You can also set up automated job searches to have USA Jobs automatically email you jobs that meet your criteria. And you can have multiple searches. So this can be really helpful in terms of making things more efficient. And finally, it's important to know that USA Jobs is the tool that most agencies use to notify you. And so if you've set up a special email account just for your job search, don't forget to check it, because USA Jobs will tell you the status of your application. They may contact you for additional information or requirements. And so make sure that you pay attention to that email, and I would look at it at least every other day, if not daily. This is just a quick summary of what's available to you through the USA Jobs system. You need additional assistance or information, I have a self-paced course that you can check out on how to use USA Jobs and write a federal resume. And of course, I also offer individual services, but getting through USA Jobs and getting a federal job is in fact doable. And if I can help, let me know. Thank you.